Alrighty, welcome to my channel, SteveO Window Cleaner. We are here at a residential job, outside only, and there are screens on all the uppers. So I'm going to do the whole thing traditional, outside only. So what I'm going to do, and it's going to be kind of weird, is I'm actually going to do a sleeve review, but it's not really a review. I'm showing you my favorite kind of sleeve, but in many different brands, as we clean, and to show you how they apply to the glass. I know it sounds crazy and it may not show that much on here, but I just thought it'd be a fun, interesting video. So I'm going to clean the outside. You'll get tips for exterior cleaning traditionally with a ladder, quite a bit of ladder work, not really any pole work, and then yeah, and then we'll look at my favorite sleeves. To show you my favorite sleeves, let me just talk to it real quick. So I currently have 4 favorite sleeves, but they all do a similar thing. And what triggered this video was the Mormon, I don't know how to pronounce this, Fugu sleeve. Love it. Didn't think I would like it. Love it. It's a Ettore porcupine sleeve on steroids. It's awesome. So these are my 4 favorite sleeves. Some people may think that sleeves aren't very important, but the reason why I like these all is they're all thick, they hold a lot of water, and they all have a little bit different application. I would say the 2 that are actually the most similar is the Unger Black series and the Ettore Pro Plus. These are very, very similar in the way they hold water and the way they scrub. Really, really nice sleeves. So one's Unger, this one's Ettore. They're both on Unger Ninja T-bars. That's my favorite T-bar by far now. I just really like it. I've been using them for about 2 years straight now and like them. Other one, all right, Mormon Fugu, okay. And then, man, I love this one. So this is the Scottsman maker. At first, I wasn't super keen on them, and but now I cannot stop using this, especially for commercial. I just love it. I really, really love it. One good thing to know about anything with these kinds of little things on it, don't use it on tint. Had a house this morning, started using it inside, there was tint, so I use this. This amazingly is the only one that's like completely different. As you guys know, this has a Velcro and then it's held on. I'm not going to go through that. I have a video all about this, so I'll put that there. So I'm not going to talk about everything about this, but this is different the way it holds its water. It's really weird. I couldn't tell you exactly why. And I do use all 18-inch T-bars. Always, usually, I hardly ever use a 14, a 10. I only maybe use 6. And the reason I do that is because most 18s get into the bottom of your bucket on a belt if you're using a plastic bucket on a belt or a silencer or something like that. And what's nice about that is it will absorb all of that water at the bottom, usually. So that's why I always use 18s, residential, commercial. That's just what I've always liked to use. So let's get to the job. This will be another long video, so enjoy. All right, so first we're gonna use the new one, Mormon Fugu. Sorry guys, there's quite a bit of stuff going on in the background. It's what always happens to me lately whenever I film. It's a very simple clean. I wanna make sure no one's in here. Nobody's here. Okay. Let me put this on. This is my screen holder. Usually when I do outside, I'll just wipe the screen a little bit. These come out pretty easy usually. Okay, Fugu. This is a great mop for outside residential, especially this is pretty clean, so I don't really need to give it too good of a scrub. And this pretty much takes care of that extra little bit. Boom. But yeah, it's a sick mop in that it holds a lot of water and it has insane scrubbing power. So when I first saw it, I was like, oh, here's just another porcupine, another rendition of the porcupine. But it was better than that, and holds a lot of water. Oh, it's so loud. All right, let me clean this window, wait for them to be gone. Just watch in awe. Portion there. Whoop. Clear up our bottom there. Always good to clear up your solution in your track, because when you put the screen back on, it wants to pop the water everywhere. These are the type of frames. Oh, shit. That is done. Okay, so I think that's all done. Sorry, I just decided to be quiet because it was so loud. But yes, the Mormon Fugu. Really, really nice sleeve. Really, really like it. Really good for exterior of homes. That's where I would definitely encourage using it. I've really, really liked it ever since I got it. It does have like a lot of extra microfiber fabric that kind of comes off of it when you first get it. But other than that, that's really nice. And it's not like the Mormon blue sleeves where when you put water on them, they like saturate a whole lot. Like they almost get flat in a way. Let me show you the black series here. This is a 14-inch. I don't really like 14-inch, but is there any animals? So this screen here, I'm just doing outside. This screen will only come off from the inside. So we're just doing the outside of this one pane. Basements, I always like to give a scraper to. There's always just so much gunk on basement windows, no matter how often you clean them. These windows though are in great shape. I used to clean this house with Jim, and I now do all the Fort Collins stuff that we used to do. So I really like working in Fort Collins. But Black Series Mop, I just venture off on things. Black Series Mop, nothing too crazy about it, but holds a good amount of water. That's the biggest thing about it. And it is a lot more thick to me than other Unger mops, even more than the Ninja, in my opinion, as far as that goes. Definitely my favorite Unger mop. And that's kind of the cool thing about this review, is it's all similar style mops. It's just that they're all different brands. But they all, oh man, this thing is really, it's bendy. All right, let's go up on that roof over there. We'll go up on the peak. I remember what I did here. Bunch of freaking berries. Oh. That's probably not the best ladder placement ever, but it's gonna work. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring a bigger mop. All right, let's talk about Maker Mop. Maker Mop is great. Only thing you'll find, you will get more drips from the Velcro than a normal microfiber sleeve, but overall works extremely nice. I always forget if I get out on this roof or what. I think I do. One thing I find with it is that because it is thicker, if I ever put it in anything fully saturated, it really overloads. See all that water? I hate that. No matter what setup you have, if you have that much water in there, it's not going to be good. Okay. But yeah, you see, holds a lot of water, and it will hold a lot of water for a while. It's weird. It's way different than anything I'm used to, but I've been using it for commercial all the time, and I just love it. And I said in a review where I talked about how one of the nice thing is that it doesn't ride a bunch of solution up on the frame, and that's one really nice thing about it. So you have like less detailing. when cleaning, which is super nice. Oh, this is fine. I'm one of those types where, like, I always think of movies like, oh, what's that movie? Final Destination, where some freak thing happens and kills me. I shouldn't even be talking about that right now. How stupid. It's like when something like that would happen. So I'll overthink roofs like this. I used to be super bad about it. Like really bad. I'll admit it. Over time though, you do get used to it. And that's one good thing of working by yourself. Not that you'll get in bad situations, but you'll learn how to deal with any type of situation. But you see, we're up in the sun here, and this mop brings enough solution that you have enough solution for the whole window. Right? Clean up our solution. Always take your time with ladders. I don't really talk about ladders that much. We talk about water fed pool most of the time, but always take your time. Be super careful with ladders. No reason to feel like you have to go crazy fast or anything. All right, next we'll look at the Ettore Pro Plus. I always talk about this one. This is one of my all-time favorites. This thing actually looks the thinnest out of all these, but will hold the most water. Actually forget if I can even reach this window with the 20. I think it just, oh yeah, and then if I slide, I don't even slide on the window. That's amazing. I can't even give myself an angle. That's cool. And I could probably just do this whole window at once. But this mop will hold the most water from what I've found, and consistently over time that you use it. I do find that some that I suggest that sleeve to, they get it, and for some reason they don't like it. So just because I suggest something doesn't always mean that you have to get it. I feel like sometimes you all take my suggestions so hard that when it doesn't work out, you message me angrily. Well, that's a little weird. It's window cleaning. There's no reason to be angry. But it's a great mop, and it's great for commercial and residential. It's the one mop that I can really go like on the inside of a house and probably do with the good water before you need to clean out your mop for having, you know, crappy water in your solution. I can usually do at least 20 windows inside, which I feel like is really pretty good. So that's that as far as that goes. But now, kind of just clean this house. I'll give you tips along the way. Sleeves aren't that interesting, but if you want to check them out, I'll put some links that you can take a look at those. So you could really do this window one of two ways. You could split it by going up here, cleaning this side, and then squeegee the other side. I like to try to keep it all in the window at one time. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll change arms halfway through. Now we're halfway done. That way, what I don't get, and it's a very small thing, so I don't get a line in the middle of the glass. And then what I'll do down here, if I can reach it all, I think I'll have to, I'm gonna lower this, just make it easy. Nice thing about me just working on my own now is I'm never under pressure. Never under pressure to have to get things done. I really had a lot of fun this year as far as cleaning wise. It's kind of more fun now for me than ever, and that's just because I'm doing the sales stuff a lot more than I thought I would, so I really get to enjoy cleaning. And it's back to 70 degrees out, which is super nice. It has a couple 80-degree days going on, but temperatures are pretty fally here already. Got a little scuffy steel wool gone. And yes, I am breathing in this video. Always a comment about my breathing. That's just how my videos are. Tried Glass Gleam 3. I said I was gonna make a video about it, but I'm probably not. Not that I don't like it. I like soapy soap. And so I'm going to stick with using soapy soap. And get this in one ladder move. Just split the bars. Oh, see that? Look what I just did. Good learning moment. Make sure your ladder is always placed. Know how long I've had this ladder for? Oh my gosh. I've had this ladder forever. I've had this ladder for, man, I could get another ring out of this. It'd still be good angle wise. I've had this ladder for, oh my gosh, since 2012. What the best investment is in window cleaning is a ladder. Best investment you can ever make. Oh, those look shiny. Shiny. See, haven't dipped again. Doesn't have the scrubbing power though of that Fugu. I think I really like that Fugu. I would say that and the Maker is probably what I'll switch to all the time. I like the extra scrubbing power. And then the benefit of having those little pokey things on it is that you get more of a scrub. So that would be just nice to have that all the time. And what's funny is you don't see ladders much in UK videos. I think like Ashley is the only person to use ladders in any videos. I guess Trad Man, he does some ladder work every once in a while. It's like you hardly ever see it though. Oh, be nice. Like I do a lot of water fed pole work, but you know, like I had every house this week there was stuff like this where I had to get up and either get screens out from the outside, and it just turned into just difficulties with every place, and it kind of got old. So these screens are clean. Or like when I do outside only, I don't really even say to them, hey, I'm gonna do screens. It's more just like outside the windows, and if the frame is bad, I'll wipe them. Outside only, I always do 60% of the regular price. Boom. 18er. 18er. Whoa. 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 Oh, I wonder if that person is asking me about my car. I had to park my car kind of awkwardly. It was never working. This is such a college town full of a bunch of students. One thing I would say about microfiber that I don't know, one thing about microfiber though that is good to know is that sometimes it can become matted, and I don't really know that about this sleeve as far as how long it will last. Now, judging off of Mormon's last microfiber sleeve, I would say it's not going to last very long, but it does feel completely different. I wish they would have chose a little different look to the fabric though. It looks like those pads that you put underneath carpet, you know, like look at it, like the look of the color, but I guess it has the Mormon blue. It's got a bunch of crap in there. 40 degrees, start in the middle, go across, go down, go down, go down, oh yeah. And take your mountain down. Take your mountain down, 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 down. Okay. Detail there. Detail there. I'm going to do the risky pull detail at the base. Never quite works out well towards the end, but it did. We'll clean up that. Always perfection, right? Oh man. It's not too far. Hopefully I don't get trapped down in here. Sons of guns. Once again, another screen that looks pretty clean. I don't really feel like that needs any extra scrub. We'll get some walnut. I like these walnut pads. They actually work pretty good once you just get going with them. It's definitely a change from bronze wool, and I don't think it's as abrasive, but I really like them though. You know, too, you always have you always got your razor, you always got a lot of other things that you can use to remove stuff from glass. You always got to rely on a pad. Oh no, I have detailing. Oh no. Shoot me. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here and not drop a headphone. That's the biggest thing. Or drop my scraper. I mean, that's pretty good height. Shoulder height. You gotta get ready for this one. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. No, did I drop something? I didn't. All right, let's go to the other side here. go. I'm just gonna walk out and around. Ah, it's so nice out. It's about 60, 65 or 68 degrees was the high today. Boom. So I'm gonna have to go grab my bucket. One thing weird about filming stuff like this is that you are sometimes filming the inside of people's homes. That's something I don't do anymore at all. I just won't. But I feel like after you start cleaning the window, there's not much you can see anymore. Okay, let's do the Unger S channel. You could always, if your hand's too far, for some reason that specific channel today is getting really sticky. I don't know why. There's really not much tips here, so I'll definitely put music to this because this could be slightly boring, but I get so much good feedback when I started doing these longer videos. I've even seen other YouTubers start doing it too, so must be the new trend. Long videos. Oh well. But yeah, ladders, best investment like ever. Standoffs, I would definitely buy these. Get a nice ladder. I use this the most. I mean, check these out. These are 9 years old. 9 years old. 9 years old. They got all this stuff at the same time. Standoff bar is new. I've gone through probably 10 of those. These, 9 years old. Oh, you bastard. Oh. There you are, little baby. Okay. That's why this is so nice. I used to do it where I would just handle both the screen while I did the window and just switch hands back and forth. That gets old fast. I wish you guys could feel just how nice the weather is right now. There's not even a reason to go fast. That's the most beautiful thing. right, so you can see like how on a job like that, it's not really worth it to do water fed pole if you already got a ladder. And that's why it is always smart to be well versed with window cleaning. I'm now having the thought of, did I get everything? Pretty sure we're good. But with like a project like that, if you can just clean it by hand, it's a lot quicker. Now, I think even if I did that house inside and out, I'd probably just still do it traditionally, because then as I go up, I can just put the screens away. I did traditional for a long time, so a lot of time when I post photos of me laddering or using traditional style on the outside of a home, people are like, why not water fed pole? I'm very well versed in traditional in that I could probably do traditional almost as quick, but I choose water fed pole in a lot of instances because it's safer, and I actually really like the quality. And especially on large glass, if it's just like difficult stuff, like there's some, you know, I filmed some jobs where it was water fed pole necessary, like there's nothing else to do. But 3 houses this week, I just did every single one of them traditional. But you could definitely use water fed pole on the outside of every home. There's no reason not to do it. Heck, if one guy is outside, one guy's inside, it's gonna be pretty quick to do it that way. But there's just sometimes like that when you're by yourself where, did I take that thing off? I did take that thing off. I'm freaking losing it today, guys. Ever since they had the baby, I'm just kind of like, woo, spacey. So yeah, but a job like that, it's just easier just to go up, ladder it, have one of those little clips, one trip up the ladder, you get everything done. Customer wasn't expecting the screens to be cleaned at all, so that's good. Like I was kind of mentioning, I usually just do screen cleaning if I do inside and outside. If you had 2 guys and you could drop the screen, great, but that's just something that I do. If the screens are really bad, then maybe you want to clean them. One thing you have to always know is that in Colorado, it's a drier climate, so we don't get the growth and probably the nastiness that some of y'all get, like in Texas or, you know, the South or the Midwest, where it's just a lot more humid. We just don't get any of that here. So like soft washing, I've always said, it's like not a thing here. At least I don't see it. If someone's doing it, they're using a pressure washer. There's no reason to kill any growth on anything out here. So, but anyways, what I was talking about was the sleeves, all right? First of all, I will give away, let's see, what would I like to give away? I'll give away a Maker Scottsman Complete 18 and a Mormon Fugu Mormon Fugu sleeve with a Mormon T-bar. You'll get both. I'm not doing my giveaways anymore through that online thing I was doing them through. You just have to comment below, and I'm just going to choose a random person from now on. I'm going to have some really cool, different style of giveaways coming up, but I just am kind of done having to set up the whole entire thing. I just want to have more fun with it. So just comment something cool below. I don't care what it is. Just comment below, and I'm just going to pick a random freaking person, okay? If you want to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, that would be awesome. But comment below, and I'm just going to choose a random person. Nobody get whiny about it and tell me I didn't choose them, or message me privately and say, hey, I could really use that. If you message me privately and say, hey, I could really use that giveaway, you're not going to win the giveaway, okay? I promise you that. So that's the way I'm going to do it. America only. I never do my stuff international. It's just not possible. Not going to do it. No Canada, no Mexico, no Ecuador, no Brazil, no, none of that. None of that. But sleeve wise though, the reason why I like all those, I'm the type of person who I like a sleeve that holds a lot of water. Basically because usually on the inside of restaurants or storefronts, I just like something that I don't have to dip a lot. I'm a type of person, I put the soap in my bucket. I don't use squeeze bottles or nothing. I find that the one step of just put it in your bucket, get it saturated, wring it out if you need to, works perfectly fine, and it's worked for me perfectly fine for over a decade, and that's the way I am always going to do it. I just find that any extra step, like having a bottle on you, I don't think really having a bottle on you is that bad, but I do try to, even with how massive my belt is, I can't imagine adding one more thing to my belt. I just don't think it would be a good idea. So that's why I don't do that. And then I think the idea of filling up a bucket with water and then adding soap to an applicator as you go, I could see it for storefronts, but for residential, with like something that I just did, I wouldn't even want to add extra soap to a window like that. And then once, the first time you dip your mop into the bucket, there's soap in the bucket. I mean, it's the funniest thing that I've heard anybody ever talk about, is that idea of just adding soap to the applicator and not in the bucket. Because literally the first time you dip that applicator in the water, you put soap in your bucket. It doesn't it doesn't make any sense. It truly doesn't. It's just weird to me. And then you know, something like the Fugu though, that thing, just with those little things on it, is very abrasive. So that's awesome for outside. The problem with the Ettore Porcupine, someone's gonna get mad at me at this video too, because I won't say Ettore correctly, I guess how they feel like I should say it. I got private messages from someone about that, which was really funny. You guys send me private messages now, more in this year, talking shit more than ever before. I find it hilarious. You can keep on doing it. I don't care. That guy who was talking about Ettore, he wasn't talking shit, but he was really all about me pronouncing it correctly. Dude, I just pronounce as I pronounce. Don't get anal about window cleaning videos or a window cleaning YouTuber. It isn't anything, you know? So, but gosh, man, I just keep venturing off on the conversation here. It's just a nice day. I'm just happy. What was I saying? But I like a mop that holds a lot of water, okay? And reason being is I can go into a storefront, I can get a lot of windows cleaned. I don't have to dip my mop a lot. And so like the Ettore Pro Plus, I find that to be the best as far as how many more windows I can do. And then that black Series Mop is just a really nice mop that holds a lot of water and doesn't drip a lot too. That's the big thing, is like Pulex Micro Tiger holds a lot of water, but its microfiber to me is pretty loose and it drips a lot. So I don't really like using it very much. I used it in my last video because I got one, and I like it, but I don't like it. It has a hard time soaping up too, so it's here or there. One thing too to know about sleeves is it's good to get them wet and let them sit overnight, and it'll kind of bring some of the microfiber to life as far as with sleeves. Someone told me that one time and I've tried it and I think it's true. That's one thing that I liked about the Mormon, was that there was really no break-in period. I even find there's like a break-in period with the Ettore Pro Plus, where the first day it will seem kind of flat, and then after the first day the fabric really absorbs a lot more water, which is interesting to know. But then the Maker one, that one is just in a league of its own, as far as it's heavier than any mop you're ever going to have, but it is an amazing mop. But it took me a while to like it because, and I told Richie this, I said, you know, it's different than what I'm used to. It's heavier than what I'm used to. It's big. It feels like at first, compared to what you've carried for so many years, a brick. But then as you get used to it, you start really liking it. And man, I really enjoy that mop. And for how little that pad is, if you put it though close to like another regular sleeve that wasn't with the Velcro and doing that, you would see that the thickness is actually similar on both of them as far as how much is actually holding water. So really, I mean, it just holds a lot of water. But like I said too, I usually use 18s. I never hardly use 14s. And what I find is that it will fill up in your bucket on a belt pretty bad as far as water goes. You got to dump your bucket out a lot. Or if, you know, in a house and you don't remember and you've been down to do something and your back heel or something hits the bucket on the belt, boom, you got water everywhere on the floor. So that's not good. So I encourage you to use an 18, but you know, here most windows you can do with an 18 pretty good. Some people use a smaller scrubber for just to get more scrub on the glass, which is totally fine. And you could use a smaller scrubber, say if you use a spray bottle, or if you use a little squirty bottle. So pretty much the same thing as I was saying. But if you use that, then you might be better off because you wouldn't have as much water on your sleeve like I do. So, because like when I first ever started window cleaning, I had an 10-inch T-bar, so I don't make really 8-inch. A 10-inch T-bar, a spray bottle, and one squeegee. I think it was a 14 or a 12. I used that for 2 years. Never replaced the rubber, nothing. And so what I would do though is I would spray every window. I used to use glisten soap and water. Spray every window, mop it down, squeegee it, and that was it. And I would put that all into, I just had like a little carpenter pocket thing. Never had a bucket on a belt, nothing like that. It was horrible, man. It was so bad. I can't believe people paid us for our work. Like they must have just felt bad for us. But that's my thoughts on those sleeves and T-bars. May not be the best review. I just thought it'd be fun while I clean that home to talk to y'all guys a little bit, talk about sleeves a little bit. Couple next videos, I want to just talk about a couple things and also talk about, oh my god, I'm tired. A couple different ways to do quotes. I do want to talk about Jobber's way of doing quotes, and then a pen and paper type of way to do quotes. That's easy, but you can have really nice carbon copy bits that you can do. But that's for the future. Remember to comment below a miracle if you made it this far in the video. Most likely not a lot of people will comment below because they will not make it this far. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. Now you can enter for the giveaway. So comment below, and don't even comment anything about the sleeves. Just comment below, and so the people who don't watch it to the end won't even know about this giveaway at all. So we'll do a 18-inch Mormon Fugu complete with a T-bar, and we'll also do a Maker complete Scottsman 18-inch, even with the easy scrub sides. I'll do that as well. Why not? Why not? I think you'll be happy with them. So anyways, I hope y'all have a good one, and yeah, that's it. Peace.